Ever wonder what separates a good employee from a truly invaluable one? Well, today we're going to dig into the actual blueprint, the architecture, if you will, of professional efficiency. These are the core skills that make someone absolutely essential to their team. So let's dive right in.
You know, the source material we're looking at uses a really powerful word. It says that when you can plan and organize your work, you're not just helpful, you're precious. And wow, that is a total game changer, right? It means you've leveled up. You've gone from just doing your job to being someone the team literally can't do without.
Okay, so that's the real question, isn't it? How do you actually become that person? How do you make that jump from just being on the team to being the person they can't imagine working without? Well, it turns out it all boils down to mastering three, let's call them core pillars.
And here they are, the three big ones: planning, organization, and prioritization. These are the foundations of your professional value. So let's break each one down, and we're going to start right at the bottom with the base. All right, pillar number one, masterful planning. Think of this as the foundation of everything. It's the bedrock of delivery, because let's be honest, you can't hit a target you never aimed for, right? And you definitely can't deliver on a promise if you haven't planned out how you're going to do it.
So what is planning, really? At its core, it's just two things. First, you've got to pay super close attention and really understand what's expected of you. No guessing, no assumptions. And second, you need a solid system to keep up with every single deadline. It's all about that commitment to being consistent.
And look, when you nail this part, the result is huge. You stop just reacting to things. Instead, you're proactively figuring out what's needed. You're hitting your deadlines time after time, and you start building a reputation for being that one person who can always be expected to deliver. And that is absolutely priceless. Okay, so you've got your plan. What's next? Well, now we build on top of that with our second pillar, seamless organization. This is where you take that great plan and turn it into a real working system. A system that shows everyone, not just you, that you're in control and you're competent.
The main idea here is to stay on top of things. And that's not just a feeling, you know? It's something you actively show people. How? By giving them info quickly when they ask for it, and by sticking to your timelines with ease. It might look effortless from the outside, but it's all because you've got that solid system humming in the background.
And this is such a great way to see the difference, isn't it? On one side, you've got the person who's on top of things, they inspire confidence. On the other side, well, that's the person who's always falling behind, creating stress and doubt for everyone. This is about way more than just finding a file. It's about the trust you're either building or breaking with every single interaction.
So, here's a little test for you. Think about it. When someone asks you for a piece of information, can you find it and give it to them, like, right away, with ease and speed? If you can, that's the key indicator. That means you're not just organized, you are actively demonstrating your value to the team.
All right, we have a plan, we have a system for organization. Now we get to the final, and maybe most important pillar, strategic prioritization. This is the skill that takes you from just being a doer to being someone who makes a real strategic impact. It's all about knowing what's next.
And let's be clear, this isn't something that just happens automatically. It's a real skill. It's the important ability of knowing which tasks you need to jump on right now. And just as crucial, which ones you need to leave for later. It's a constant decision-making process.
You know, this is really where you make the switch from just being busy to being truly effective. It's about making deliberate choices, day in and day out, to make sure you're maximizing your impact. You're focusing your energy where it's going to count the most.
So let's pull it all together. We've got our three pillars: planning, organization, and prioritization. Now let's look at how they all connect, how they build on each other to create something really valuable.
Just look at how this all fits together. Because you plan well, you can be expected to deliver. Because you're organized, you seem on top of things. And because you prioritize, you make a real impact. See how that works? It's like a chain reaction. Each skill makes the next one even more powerful, and together, they build you a fantastic professional reputation.
And really, that's the whole shebang. Planning, organization, prioritization, these aren't just buzzwords for your resume. They are literally the architecture of your professional value. If you can master these, you become that blueprint. You become that precious team member we were talking about right at the beginning.
So the blueprint is right here. It's in your hands. The only question left is a personal one. Which pillar of your own efficiency are you going to start building on today?